The quote-unquote new best Roblox anime game is overhyped, and this new game is averaging over 60,000 players, so it kinda makes sense, but we still need to talk about this, because there's no way you're convincing me that y'all are having fun playing this. I'm sorry, I believe y'all are generated by the government or something, because there's no way y'all are having fun on this. And the game I'm referring to is called Anime Champions, if you couldn't tell already, and the game is essentially a newer and better version of another game called Anime Fighters. And although I obviously don't like the game, there still are a lot of positives about the game. For example, you can buy the game passes with in-game currency, and just in general the game passes really aren't that expensive. And because of this, obviously the pay to win aspect is a lot less than it would be in other games we see like Anime Fighters. So since the game's pay to win is relatively low, and the fact that the game has relatively good visuals, I would assume the game is going to do pretty good. But just because the game is going to perform well does not make it a good game, and that's what I really want to talk about. Because when I say this might be the most boring gameplay I've ever experienced on Roblox, it damn well might be. But to be fair to them, I haven't really played simulator games like that, so that could be a big reason why. Because apparently this is a S-tier simulator, really good, a passion project, but that doesn't feel like what I'm playing. So more likely than not, I just hate simulator games, but regardless, I'm still gonna say what I want to say. There is no way you can convince me that people are having fun sitting in the middle of a circle and just letting their guys do everything for them. Like, you don't even have to manually click on the people or anything. You could just sit in the middle and have a circle around you that just attacks everybody. But that's not even the best part. The best part is the guys just stand there. They don't move, they don't attack, they don't do anything but just have a smile on their face while you beat their ass. So in a way, I guess you have infinite HP. It's literally unlosable. So in theory, you could literally beat this game at level 1. It would definitely take a long time, but you could literally beat the game at level 1. There's really no progression. And for me personally, the fact that you literally cannot lose defeats the whole purpose of the game to me, and I'm sure a lot of y'all feel similar to that. But I'm also assuming that's why it's so popular. You literally just have to sit there and you win. Like, kids, they love winning. And before somebody says there's over 60,000 players on average, there's no way they're all kids, and to that I agree, but I cannot explain the people above the age of 12 playing this game. Matter of fact, if you're over the age of 12 and you genuinely enjoy this game, please tell me why, because I'm really struggling to figure it out. My best guess for why so many people enjoy this game is they just really like unboxing the units and whatnot, but I still don't understand that. The whole thing that makes unboxing units and whatnot fun is because the units are actually valuable and do something. For example, in an upcoming game I played called Jump Warrior Z, there's actual uses to getting a good ultimate ability. It's not just beating the bandit that doesn't move slightly faster. You can use the ability in PvP, you could use it in PvE, and in general there's actual gameplay that it's used for. If I get a certain ability, it opens up new opportunities for a different build, a different playstyle, and there's a lot of different effects. In this game, I'm literally just getting a slightly better unit that has different animations, and in general, who cares about the unit because the gameplay is boring? That's just how I see it. Maybe I'm tripping, or someone explain this to me, please. And I also want to go back to the point of this game being a passion project, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I know everything about the game or the people that made the game, so it definitely could be a passion project, but the reasoning for it being a passion project really just don't make any sense. For example, just because the game is less pay to win or has better visuals doesn't make it a passion project. It just means it's doing something better than the competition. And obviously Anime Champions has big competition in Anime Fighters, so they need to make their game better to get players to move over and play their game instead. And just because the game passes are buyable in game does not mean they're not making a ton of money. You get money from premium payout, which doesn't even require you to spend Robux, and also just the fact that people are still buying the game passes. But the real thing that makes it so hard for me to believe that this is a real passion project is it's just so hard for me to believe that grown adults really wanted to make this with passion. It's a game that you just sit in the middle and AFK for money. Normally for a passion project, you actually want to play the passion project, and it's really hard for me to believe that grown men actually want to play this. I understand that there's content creators playing it as well, but those people are playing it for content, not to actually have fun on the game. But back to Anime Champions being quote unquote the best game. And to be fair to people that think that, Roblox is really dry right now, but it's not dry enough to the point where we could say this is the best game. Come on, there is better games than this. Maybe the best simulator game, but definitely not the best game. Regardless though, let me know if y'all agree or disagree in the comments below, and also if this is your first or second time watching one of my videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel because it helps out a lot, and hit that like or comment if you really want the extra, you know what I'm saying. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Later.
Life. There's Roblox.